ईश्वरा परमा कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविन्द सर्वकारण कारणम् चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मसुकल्पवृक्ष लक्षावृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम् लक्ष्मीसहस्रशतसम्भ्रमसेव्यमानम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि वेणुं क्वणन्तमरविन्ददलायताक्षम् बर्हावतं समसिताम्बुधसुन्दराङ्गम् कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आलोलचन्द्रकलसद्वनमाल्यवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम् श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नियतप्रकाशम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अङ्गानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनन्दचिन्मयसदुज्ज्वलविग्रहस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमनन्तरूपम् आद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि पन्थास्तु कोटिशतवत्सरसम्प्रगम्यो वायोरथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानां सोऽप्यस्ति यत्र पदसेम्यविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
श्री भगवान वाचा कालोऽस्मि लोकक्षया कृता प्रविद्धो लोकान् समाहर्तुम् इह प्रवृत्तः ऋते अपि त्वां न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे ते ये अवस्थितः प्रत्यनिकेषु योधः. The blessed Lord said, Time I am destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to engage all people with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. It's a very famous statement by Krishna. Many times what is our idea of God? Our idea as God is somebody just well-wisher, fulfilling all our desires, which generally mean material desires, and always wishing well. That's the idea people have got. But Krishna's plan and our plan is different. Krishna's plan is to take us back to his kingdom, and our plan is to enjoy this world. It's contradictory. Krishna's plan is to take us back to Godhead. Krishna's plan is to reform us, rectify us, and we don't even agree that we have something to be reformed. They all think, yeah, I'm fit to go back to Godhead. I am fit. Prabhupada says something very nice. He said everybody in this world thinks he's in a prestigious position. He will give list of his accomplishment, and that's how the education system also has that people collect certificates, and he thinks I'm very prestigious. Why? See, this certificate I have, this certificate I have, this certificate, and I'm in a prestigious position. Vaikuntha, yeah, I can go. If I want, I can go. As if it is so easy. So Krishna is seeing the reality. He is not seeing your nonsense ideas, Just like a doctor sees you are sick. We may think I am very happy. Doctor knows it's not true. So therefore, we cannot understand Krishna's plan. And Krishna is not inactive. Mahabharata war, you see, Krishna was so active. Everything he was involved. The whole scene he was bringing to a particular result which he wanted. Krishna is directing the whole. He is the leader of the whole world even now. But at that time you could practically see him doing things. Now you don't see him. You could see Krishna going and telling Duryodhana, hey Bevkoof, we are langot. How can you go naked in front of your mother? Everything he was doing. And how does he know that? As Paramatma, he knows what's going to happen. He revealed that he knows he is omnipresent. He revealed in Mahabharata. Correct? How only he can do. Something in battle time, Arjuna is saying, Krishna, from where this weapon has come? Oh, this weapon, this fellow had this blessing. When Jayadatta, Arjuna had to kill Krishna, said, wait a minute. First thing he did that thing, he created a sunset. Artificial sunset. Artificial rain they cannot create. Krishna created artificial sunset. And then when he created artificial sunset, the Jayadatta came out over. War is over. He sent his Sudarshana, I think, and he closed up the sunset. And anyway, he can do anything. And then Jayadatta thought, over, sunset is over. So he came out. Say, Arjuna, now you have to die. And Arjuna became ready to commit suicide as he had promised. That if I don't kill Jayadatta, who killed my Abhimanyu yesterday, my son, I'm going to kill him. Correct? He took a promise that today I'll kill him. In fact, in one day, he destroyed half army of Duryodhana in one day. So I heard the maximum carnage was the next day after Abhimanyu's death. And after that is over, even Krishna gave him certificate. Nobody fights like this, Arjuna. I've never seen anybody fighting like this. And then when Jayadatta was to be reached, Krishna created sunset. Because Krishna knew he cannot reach now. It's too many people are there. So when this fellow came out, all Kauravas started dancing. And then Arjuna Krishna told Arjuna, you shoot arrows, but take one thing in mind. This fellow has some blessing by his father. Whoever makes his head fall, he will die. So what you do is that you throw his head and by your siddhi, take the head all the way on his father's lap. Why he gave such a blessing? So let it come on his father's lap. And when he is in his meditation, he had some powers to give blessing, means he had some siddhi, some power. He is doing some meditation. And when the head falls in his lap, instinctively, Nijak, he'll throw the head and he will also die. Father and son both will die. So he knows everything. This person is with this blessing, this person is with this curse. Everything is known to him. If you analyze any other instance, how he comes to know everything. Bhishma takes an oath. I made 5 arrows now. I'm going to kill the Pandavas with these 5 arrows. They're special arrows. Duryodhana says, okay, give me. And immediately Krishna called Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, fool. Some 5 special powerful arrows are there which are going to kill all 5 of you tomorrow. And Bhishma has made the arrows and they are with Duryodhana. So Arjuna said, what do I do now? He said, go to Duryodhana. He once gave you promise. Somewhere you protected him and he gave you promise. That one vara. So now you ask him. So he went. Even Duryodhana, even demons of that time are better than good people of today. Just imagine. Duryodhana said, what? You want the kingdom? He came in the night. So he said, you remember once vara? You have to give me. Yeah. I remember. You can ask now. But what do you want? You want the kingdom? He said, no, we'll fight for that. That is not. Don't worry. I don't want it free. So what do you want? But 5 arrows. How do you know? I know. Krishna told me. You know that. There are so many things, so many instances. We know that Krishna did it. The Gandhari also, when he came to know that he came, she said, Krishna has done it. So he knows Krishna has done it. Correct? He doesn't have to be bewildered. Gandhari immediately knows he is capable of this. So Krishna is actually knowing everybody's heart. And he is leading the world. Kala doesn't mean the time on your watch. There's a mistake we do. Kala means the force which put everything to destruction. Kala means it will bring all your results of karma, everything. Correct? Good Kala karma. Now, what is happening is that a certain situation has to manifest in Mahabharata. Krishna came with a decision. Krishna came to reduce the burden of demons on this earth. Yada adai dharmasya glani bhavati. Then, what is the next line? Abhyuthana dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam. He has come for that. So, he is doing his work. Even now, he is doing this work. He did in Mahabharata war, brought all the crazy people together, and Arjuna finished them, one sail over. Like so many he killed alone, but then he brought all of them together there and he reduced the burden. Too many Kshatriyas also. It is a burden on earth. He reduced little. The same way, Krishna has a plan. And we don't know what he is going to do, because he has to manifest now golden age. And we don't know how it is going to manifest. We are not in control of the situation. We are planning like this, we are planning like that, and so many things are happening in this world. Somebody is becoming prime minister, somebody is getting killed, somebody is becoming... So many things are happening. Just like, very interesting, it is said 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya gave an order. What is that? Prithvi che yatva che nagaradi grama sarata pachar hove mora naam. Every town and villages, people will chant the holy names of Lord Chaitanya. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Everybody will chant. And Mora Naam also is Krishna name. He is same as Krishna. So everywhere the name of the Lord will be chanted. Was forecasted Lord Chaitanya 500 years ago. But you see now, all the demonic people started developing technology. It has happened. All communication, transportation, all this. So you see how Lord is leading. Because actually the Rakshasas have been used for create all this. They are not created one thing for good. Everything has been created for sense gratification, sponsored by sense gratification only. You know, who is going to sponsor all the research on all the mobile to make it thinner or faster and all this industries, you know, mobile industries, because people are demanding such mobiles. And the content is all sense gratification. They didn't make this mobile. These mobiles are made and sponsored by people who wanted to promote sense gratification. Nobody made this mobile so that people can discuss Bhagavad Gita, have Gita in there. But we are able to use it. How convenient it is. Anywhere you are, it's always good to carry the book. It's always most pleasant is because there is no other distraction. Read from a book, you can only do that. Mobile means you can do other things also, and that's what we end up doing. Okay, well, let me see message, let me see WhatsApp, let me see Facebook. Okay, I was reading Gita. Huh? Come back and you have so much time goes actually. So when you hold a book, that's the best thing actually. Most pleasant is to still read with the book. But you want to research something, so many things, these facilities are helping. You want to communicate with other devotees. You want to travel, so easily you can travel. If Lord Chaitanya movement was to be spread, in the beginning they thought it is only in Bengal. He said Prithvi, maybe even Bengal. That's what they thought. But then all transportation means came, it started spreading all around India. Now it has spread all around the world. If there was no boats, no aeroplane, how it has spread? It's all technology developed. So one side Ugra Karma came in. Another side, it's an opportunity for us to use it. Prabhupada says when you use a mobile to read Bhagavad Gita, you're blessing that fellow who made the mobile. When you use an aircraft to go to a temple, you're blessing the fellow who designed the aircraft. Just like when you take a flower and offer to Krishna, you're blessing the tree. The tree doesn't know I'm making flower for Krishna's service, but he gets blessed. Krishna is very kind. So similarly, you use the mic for speaking about Krishna, the mic whoever made the mic, he gets blessed. So therefore, Krishna consciousness is all auspicious. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe, everything should be used for Krishna service. We should not have a hesitation. We should see Krishna's connection. It has been used by the intelligence given by Krishna. So Krishna is leading the world. And tomorrow what social, political, economic situation comes in this world is not in our capacity to know. Krishna is in plan. He is in full control. Therefore we should not get too much perturbed, disturbed. Peacefully chant Hare Krishna. Don't think we are moving the world. We are just there. What we are supposed to do, Acharya has told us. Acharya has told us chant 16 rounds. You read Bhagavad Gita. You with your capacity try to spread the message. But we are not in control of the situation that is unfolding. So many things can happen in the world. We are not in control. But nothing to panic. Krishna is in full control. Therefore, devotee is very peaceful. Vyavarika level little he knows what's happening, but he has full faith. Full faith in Krishna's lotus feet. and is preparing. It's like morning we have been discussing the beautiful verses of Bhagavatam nowadays. That is Vritasura's prayers. Vritasura knows his death is coming. And he also knows the Lord gave the weapon to Indra to kill him. Just imagine. Still he has faith. First thing, he has been cursed unnecessarily. He didn't do such a serious offense. On top of it, he got a body of a demon, and he has been born with that wish to kill Indra, to attack Indra actually. And his brother has been killed by Indra unnecessarily. So he has to take revenge for that. That's why he has been given birth. He has to do the duty of that Janma. He is doing that. And Lord has given weapon to other side. Lord has given, kill him. Just imagine one reverse after another reverse is still praying to the Lord's lotus feet. It shows that he fully knows whatever it is, the Lord's plan, I die now. And he's still so peaceful. When Indra is lacking that faith, today morning we are discussing that verse. Prabhupada said in the purport, Vritrasura is Sura and Indra is Asura. He goes to that extent. Indra, when the Vajra falls from his hand in the fight, he becomes very sad and very embarrassed. Vritrasura, why are you feeling sad? It's part of life. Sometimes he wins, sometimes you are Vishnu or what? Only Vishnu always wins. You are a tiny living entity. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Correct? He becomes sad. We all, sometimes in life reverses, they become sad. Correct? Anybody is sad, they say, you're not Vishnu, who will always be victorious. You are a tiny living entity. Sometimes you will lose, sometimes you will gain. But we become very sad because we are all come to imitate Vishnu. We all come to imitate Vishnu. So that's why if success. Sometimes dhap Krishna gives. Then you understand we are a tiny jiva. I am limited in the amount of freedom I am having. But Krishna is unlimited. There nothing can stop Krishna. He wants anything, he gets it. Satya Sankalpa. I am not Satya Sankalpa. I desire, it will never come. A deep desiring, that's all. So Krishna's capacity we understand, and Krishna will teach us. He is reforming us. We understand. So that this is not easy. Imagine the kind of reverse Vritrasura had. He still was so peaceful. So peaceful. In fact, Indra cut his one arm and he is still with other arm. First he hit him and Indra was finished. Still he left Indra. Then he said, lift the weapon. And lifted the weapon and removed one arm of him. So he was bleeding. With other arm he hit him. And this time the weapon fell far away. And he could have made him chutney. He was so huge. Or with the legs he could have just finished him up along with his elephant. He still left him. Lift your weapon, lift your weapon. He totally in meditation, Kala is, Lord has willed me to die. The will of the Lord, we are discussing in the morning, he accepted. So Kala is nothing but, you can say, the will of the Lord. It's an impersonal energy. There are 5 energies actually. Among them 5, 3 are primary. Jiva, Ishvara and Prakriti. Therefore generally these 3 are mentioned. This is, Kala is nothing but another energy only of the Lord, which puts everything under destruction. What technical says it can be made 5 into 3. Just like the 5 basically Panchubhuta are divided into 24. Originally there is 8, not 5, there are 8. Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Khammano, Buddhi, Evacha, Ahankara, Etame, Vidna, Prakriti, Ashtra. The 8 is divided in 24. So similarly this 5 you can bring down to 3 actually. The karma also is anyway temporary. So in the same way, what we can understand is that Krishna is in total control. And devotees fully accept the will of the Lord. And they are always peaceful. Very peaceful. The Lord is in total control. But those who are non-devotees, they don't accept the will of the Lord. Therefore Krishna, Prabhupada says in the purport there, Indra is Asura now. He is not accepting the will of the Lord. He is becoming morose. Whenever you become sad, you are in anxiety, you are morose, you are not accepting the will of the Lord. You are an Asura. Sura means always happy. Because he accepts the will of the Lord. Because he knows nothing is happening without Krishna's will. He is very happy, peaceful. Because Krishna is a wonderful actor. Suppose Krishna is sitting. An office is going on. And Krishna is making decisions. Okay, you die now. And he dies. You become the king of this country. And all the time, actually, we should be in ecstasy. What a wonderful actor Krishna is. Because Adbhuta Karmana, every action of Krishna is great. So you're sitting there, you're seeing Krishna doing supposed thing. You should be like Mahabharata, what so many activities Krishna did. So many people cannot understand the activities of Krishna because they are asuras, they are rakshasas. They cannot understand, they find fault. Moment you find fault with the Lord, you are a rakshasa. They are asura. What is the definition? The will of the Lord is exemplary. He is a wonderful actor. Every moment, whatever Krishna did is exemplary. Great devotees, every act of Krishna, they worship. Krishna did that, then Krishna did that. They are so happy. Correct? That's what happened in Vrindavan. Every day they come, you know what Krishna did today. Yeah, so ecstasy. But they are devotees. Therefore, every day they are happy. But the non-devotee, they cannot understand. So they become disturbed. So we should be always be very ecstasy. Because we may not be able to see Krishna today, but he's still Adbhuta Karmana. Every thought, every act, everything that is moving in the subtle and gross world is totally under his control. And you can see, if you want, every moment you can see Krishna. Unlimited, boundless mercy, is so much kindness, is so much well-wish, is so much sweetness. Every moment, if you want, it is there. A pure devotee is in ecstasy because his boundless love of Krishna is experiencing it every moment. So for us also it is happening actually. For Krishna, there is no difference in material world and spiritual world. For us, there is a difference. This is also place for his enjoyment. Vaikuntha is also place for his enjoyment. For your enjoyment, actually no place has been made. You are in illusion, the material world is made for your enjoyment. This world also, devotee recognizes that. Therefore, whatever he sees in this world, he knows it is for Krishna. He is an enjoyer. I am never an enjoyer, either material or spiritual world. He is the only enjoyer. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, Bhokta Ram Yekana Tapasam. He is the only enjoyer in material or spiritual world. We are always cooperators. But in spiritual world, they cooperate in his enjoyment, and the material world, they try to artificially imitate him, which doesn't work. So devotee understands, appreciates the work of Krishna, and he participates in his mission. And every moment, the will of Krishna is shown by Kala. Krishna wills. Okay? Rakhe Krishna, Mare Krishna, Rakhe ke. So now Krishna has decided to destroy everybody in the battlefield. Arjuna understands that. But Krishna at the same time doesn't tell Arjuna, you smoke ganja, I'll fight the war. No, he says, you sleep, smoke ganja. That's what we think we are supposed to do. No, we should be. Prabhupada says, the Pandavas were not ideal parasites. He says in the Bhagavatam. They were fully malleable. He used the word fully malleable to the will of the Lord. Fully ready to adjust themselves to the will of the Lord. Krishna said, fight the war. Actually, none of the Pandavas wanted to fight the war. So, okay, we'll fight Krishna. You want? We'll fight. Arjuna expresses, but similar heart everybody had. They were all same noble souls, but still they fought. So similarly, we should also very enthusiastically accept the will of the Lord and be very blissful and be at the lotus feet of Krishna, enthusiastically serving him. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki. In life, we get into various perplexities many times and we don't know how to take a decision. Similarly, Arjuna, we know in the battlefield, was in a great perplexing situation in his course of his duty as a warrior, because his own family people were standing against him, including his teacher and his grandfather. But fortunately, he took shelter of Krishna, who guided him, and the message of Bhagavad Gita therefore came out.